Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning.
I'm so glad to have you here this morning. And for those that are out there watching this, we're going to talk a little bit today about how to use a reverse mortgage to purchase real estate or how to put that home equity to work for you. And specifically, it's going to be about reverse mortgages. So for those of you that don't know Nancy, Nancy Armour is with Success Mortgage Partners, and she's going to give us some really good information this morning.
Well,
So
thank
Nancy, before
you.
we get started, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Okay. I've been in this reverse mortgage industry for almost 28 years now. And I've done a lot of different jobs with it. So I've actually serviced first and went all the way back, and now I'm doing originations. So I know it really well, and I know how well it can work for seniors. I've been with Success Mortgage Partners a few months now. They're a great company, very pro customer service and taking care of their customer, which is the way I feel too. So it's been a really great change for me for where I am at now. So I'm very happy to be there. Personally, I've got 5 children and 6 grandchildren, and I live up in Forsyth County and play a lot of tennis as much as I can.
Good for you. Well, before we get into our topic, there's a lot of confusion over reverse mortgages and what they are. So kind of give everybody a definition of what exactly is a reverse mortgage.
Okay. And, there's a lot of reverse mortgages out there, but the one that I work with primarily is the government insured HECM, Home Equity Conversion Mortgage. It's for people that are 62 and older and would like to either purchase a home with this HECM product, HECM for purchase, or have one done on their home and be able to access the equity that's in their home, or maybe if it's just paying off a current mortgage that they have. It takes 3 things in consideration of how much a person can get to use. It's going to take the youngest person's birth date, that's going to be on the loan, the value of the property and once it's appraised, and then also the current interest rate. And there are ARMs available, adjustable rate mortgages, as well as fixed.
So those are the primary uses, either to purchase real estate or to supplement income. Any other uses that people take advantage of?
Yeah, sometimes people will do one on, it's got to be on your primary residence too. So they might do it on their primary residence to be able to purchase a second property, but somebody actually purchased the primary residence with it as well. You can use your money for anything you want. So some people will help grandkids with their college. Some people buy a Winnebago so they can travel the country. And I mean, you can use it for anything you want, and that's nice too. And then, or just set up that line of credit that you can draw on whenever you need it. So similar to a home equity line of credit, but you don't have to make payments, and they can't change the terms. Once you've closed, you've closed. And that money is available to you no matter what your value changes on your home.
All right, well, so let's, assuming I were interested in purchasing a condominium in Florida, what would be the process and how would I go about that?
So, and would you be moving to Florida then? Like that would be your primary residence, or would it be one like a second home?
Like a second home, yeah.
Okay. So you would actually close the reverse mortgage on your primary residence here in Georgia, and then be able to access that equity. So there's going to be 2 possible upfront costs. HUD requires reverse mortgage counseling from a HUD-approved counselor. So that's going to be something you have to do before you can go forward. And it's just so you get information from a third party. It could cost anywhere from $120 to $225, somewhere around there. And then sometimes those counselors will allow you to pay it at the closing, so you don't have to pay it up front. The other cost would be for an appraisal. And so whatever that might be, anywhere in Georgia here, $450 to $550. I think I just saw one the other day for $425. So that's another cost that would be. So then we would take an application first. So the counseling, then the application, then we would start processing the loan by ordering the appraisal, title, and just all the things that we have to have for that FHA mortgage, because it is an FHA insured mortgage.
Well, let's assuming you've got an appraisal. Obviously, you can't borrow the full amount of the equity. Is there a percentage that you lend on?
Yeah, it's really based on that birthday has a big deal of how much. So it's going to be somewhere, for the purchase product, usually you're going to put down somewhere between 40 to 60%. And so same thing, I always like to stay around 50%, but the younger you are, the less benefit you'll get, the older you are, the more.
I see. So assuming then it's possible to even borrow up to 80% of your equity.
It probably, it could be close to that. And I
Okay.
think it
Depending
stops
on
at
your age.
90. It stops at 90, so you don't get any benefit after you're 90 years old. But yeah, it does work that way.
Well, hopefully I'm still around at 90, and I'd be willing to
Yeah.
be one of each condo. Oh, that's great. Well, that's really some really good information. And before we kind of say goodbye, why don't you give everybody how to contact you, phone numbers, emails, websites, etc.
Okay, great. My phone number is 404-226-1354. And my email address is nancy@smpreverse.com. And love to hear from you no matter what the question is. I like making sure people have the right education and can make a good decision on what they want to do. So please don't hesitate to contact me if you need any information.
Well, Nancy, I really appreciate it. And hopefully the folks that are listening in have got a lot of really good information on this. And so until next time, see you later.
Thank you. Bye, Phil. Thanks for having me.
You bet.